Welcome everyone back to another episode of Carlo's Cannabis Corner. Thank you guys so much for joining me once again here on the corner. Without any further ado, guys, today I am very excited to introduce an amazing collaboration. Today we are introducing a Notwood brought to you by the Puro company times Blackleaf. I could not be more excited. Both of these individuals doing some amazing stuff. You guys remember Puro company from some previous episodes, the crown of Los Angeles, 4-time award-winning cigar. All killer, no filler is the motto. Absolutely destroying the hand-rolled cigar game. And in the roll today, some insane killer from Blackleaf. We have had them on here a few times. All white ashes is the motto. Doing some amazing cultivation here in Los Angeles. Super fantastic stuff. Black Runtz is actually a cross of Black Diamond Sherbet times Runtz. I simply love this strain. It's a absolutely phenomenal smoke every time. And when I heard that this had came to a Notwood, I could not stop. I had to go out and find one and bring it here to the corner. This one was an extremely limited batch. This collaboration was very hard to get my hands on, but I was extremely blessed to get one down to me, and I could not be more happy to have it here today. You guys see this phenomenal packaging collaboration by Notwood and Blackleaf. You see the beautiful red with these gray and black leaves in the background, just looking absolutely exquisite, just like all Puro company products really are exquisitely crafted. All killer, no filler, the motto of the Notwood. You guys see that white paper surrounding the cigar there. Really great stuff. If you guys want to know what that actually is for, the leaf on this cigar is so thin that they needed to put that white paper around it because just banging around in the glass can actually split the leaf. So pretty amazing stuff. Just a testament to how thin the leaf on the Notwood really is. Now, we reviewed a Puro before, and I know for a fact we're going to be bringing a new flavor very, very soon. But the Puro, if you remember, was a crafted experience, about 5 or 10 different leaf combinations that he is making with that. With the Notwood specifically, we're getting one leaf here, very thin, wrapped around the entire thing. From the man himself, Puro, he says that the Notwood likes to focus more on the flavor of the flower. Before we go ahead and do that, I want to go ahead and get a little aroma on this cigar. By the way, if you guys can hear rain in the background, today's a nice little rainy day in California out of nowhere. Literally our psychotic weather we have here. You guys know what's up. A little aroma I want to get off this real quick. It's giving a very sweet, almost vanilla cream aroma coming off that leaf. Every time you have something that the Puro company has rolled, the Notwood, the Puro, you just feel like an absolute boss. It brings you those Scarface vibes as we've talked about on previous episodes. All right, next thing I want to go ahead and do with this guy is I want to go ahead and get a dry pull on it just to really understand some of the flavors before they're combusted. Usually we do this with the joints and with some of the flour we bring on the corner, but it's very interesting. I've never really done this with something that contained tobacco, so I'm really interested to see what this dry pull is going to taste like. Wow. So it's a deep caramel sweetness that blends with a light earthiness coming through, and you're getting a bit of like that cream that I spoke of right at the finish from that wrap. Most likely, like I said, this is my my first couple times trying it, the dry pull with some form of tobacco. So it's very interesting, but that was an amazingly unique flavor that just came through on this guy. All right, guys. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and spark this guy up. I'm sure there's like a proper cigar lighting etiquette. You know what I mean? Because I know all the joint homies, we have our little ways. You know what I mean? Everyone's got their little method. Some homies swear by, hey, man, like me personally, you got to light up the coal first, then take your drag. Some people go right in for the drag. So we all have our little ritual. But I'm interested to know if there's like a specific one when people smoke cigars or just tobacco wraps. Absolutely perfect airflow right off the start. Puro company always killing it. Just the level of craftsmanship that his team has to consistently bring rolls that not only are beautiful and look like they're literally a copy paste of literal replica of each other. That is how consistent they are. But also, more importantly, the burn that you get right from the start. Just incredible going down right here. That initial flavor profile coming in with a clean, sweet, almost slight earthy gassiness going on in there. Almost like the homie talks about Blackleaf, candy gas. I hear him say that sometimes. It has a candy-like note to it. Usually I use the word candy when you have a little bit of sweetness mixed with a little bit of almost like a tropical fruity flavor. Gives you that true candy profile. But this This one definitely has a light candiness going on, a little bit of that vanilla cream flavor that kind of comes in from these Notwood tobacco wraps. That's usually what I notice. A lot of the flavor that sort of gets infused in really accompanies and wraps together that full flavor profile. So it is very interesting how that gas, that sweetness, and almost that creamy smoke mix together to just make one impeccable flavor. Very interesting, because even though these are not curated like the Puro that the Puro company rolls up, the Notwood just being one leaf and curated flower, this is still an impeccable experience of how the flower responds to the leaf and how they sort of exchange flavors and notes of each other. Taking absolutely huge drags of this guy, no problem at all. It is incredibly smooth, comes into the lungs off those big hits, and just is so smooth, full flavor. Onto the aroma, you have a creamy sweetness followed up by some gas in that aroma. Very amazing aroma coming off this. I mean, if you smelled this out in public, this would truly turn some heads, because this aroma that's being produced, that is that aroma that you literally are tracking down, like, who is smoking that absolute fire? For me personally, you know, just kind of smoking through a bunch of different strains, I check the note on every joint I smoke, the aroma that it produces. Easily one of the most intoxicating aromas out there. Just that smell that it produces is incredible. Taking those big drags right there, you can just feel the effect layering on in the eyes, in the forehead, and into the temples. This just stoniness that goes deeper and deeper with every single puff. A very nice relaxation coming throughout my entire body right now. Nothing sedative, just feeling very stony, very relaxed and comfortable. This is a fantastic smoke to celebrate something. It doesn't even have to be a big celebration. Maybe you're celebrating a big win in the day. Maybe after the end of a long day, you want to come kick your feet up and celebrate a job well done. Truly a celebratory smoke. I always enjoy these 100% for that reason. As you guys know, big joint smoker, really only smoke joints, and really one of the only things that I'll smoke when it contains something like this is the Puro, just for absolutely how incredible the craftsmanship is, the curation, the taste-making ability that this team has putting these together. Nice variance in the flavor, certain of the flavors taking control as the dominant flavor throughout the smoke. That one was a bit more of like a clean gassiness followed up by sweetness. Others, it'll come in with more of a sweet front. When I saw this collaboration come off between Puro and Blackleaf, I could not be more excited. I was so stoked to see some amazing OGs in the space coming together and bringing their immense skills to bring a product to the people. And I can say with full confidence now that every one of those expectations was exceeded for this collaboration. This is simply an impeccable smoke. This was definitely a rare smoke to come by, and I am very blessed to be able to have this one in my hands right now. What an insane treat. Just feeling that consistent high continue to mount in my body and mind. Just feeling that deep relaxation and stoniness throughout. Sometimes people say, oh, there's going to be tobacco on the roll. Even myself, I used to think that it was going to be a very harsh experience, but this is incredibly smooth. I've been taking huge hits throughout, very full hits and tasty. I know that the Notwood is cured as a whole together for a certain amount of time that allows everything to basically meld together, share oils, get to know each other a little bit. I believe that Puro was also telling me that that adds to the smoothness of the smokes. There really is an impeccable science to making these things so incredible. It really just blows me away. Absolutely incredible. Really true to what Puro was saying about this. You can really taste the flower. Something super cool about this Black Runtz, but I've had the ability to smoke this in a joint paper, very true to the flavor, understanding a lot of those original notes. So I'm actually very aware what the wrap or what the cigar is adding onto the flavor and the aroma and even the effect, if you will. And it's very interesting because I really can appreciate, just like Puro says, how the Notwood allows the flower to truly shine through. This one for sure I want to discuss. If you're wondering how the wrap, the cigar, the tobacco is affecting the smoking experience and the high, for this one for sure, like I said, just being one very thin leaf, it definitely creates a much lighter experience. Just right here to the end, maybe the last quarter, you're feeling a little bit of that effect. And if you finish it off, definitely we'll get to the point where the effect is prominent and you can feel it. It is definitely like a fuzzy effect that it adds to it. But I can appreciate, for me personally, just having a little bit of option with the Puro obviously being a bit more of that with the double wrap. This one just having the single being a bit lighter, it provides a little bit of that while also accompanying it with the cannabis high. This is really dope, and I think that this is an incredible introduction to anybody who has not had a cannabis cigar experience, might be a little on the fence about it, might be not understanding, might be thinking that it's a little too tobacco heavy. You know, that was definitely something that for me, when I initially first heard about this, that's what I thought. I was like, well, is it going to be too tobacco heavy? But really smoking it now, you can understand this is made by an incredible flower connoisseur, just made to truly reflect the number one passion, his first passion, cannabis, and obviously his second passion, which is his incredible cigar making skills. So I just want to give a quick tip of the hat to Puro Company for his incredible rolling skill, him and his team. Huge shout out to you guys. And I also want to give a shout out to Blackleaf for this incredible cultivation of this black Runtz. Absolutely killing it, all white ashes. You know the name. Huge shout out to you and your whole team, man. Just consistently putting out that fire. Burning all the way down, perfect, 100%, not one run. I just want to add that real quick because, you know, sometimes you roll up a little personal blunt, you roll up a little personal joint, you have to consistently keep lighting it and fixing it, and that's okay. You have to include the skill on this is so incredible. I'll be sitting here, not hit it for a minute, come back in. My guy's still full chairing, you know what I mean? So this is a true cigar experience, really unlike any other. If you guys want to go check out any more of the Puro Company, Blackleaf, I'm going to put up a little bit of their info right here, guys, so you guys can go check them out. Keep up to date with everything that they are doing. Other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for visiting me once again here on the Cannabis Corner. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you guys supporting this show. I'm finally back from a couple weeks out of state, so I'm back to live streaming. I'm going to have the schedule up here in a moment. You guys can check it out. Other than that, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is just my name, Carlo Montes. I'll have it here up on the screen right now. And make sure to share with a friend. The greatest thing you can do to support this show, share it with a homie. Tell them about the Cannabis Corner. Tell them to come join the fam. Once again, guys, thank you guys so much. Make sure to smoke strong, stay high. I'll catch you guys all next episode. Peace out, guys.